khela hobe even before the results are out. So you're going to have the results and then you'll have the results after the results. And that's why you're seeing, and this is, by the way, not necessarily even linked to the exit polls. Even before the exit polls were out, everybody knew that particularly when it comes to Goa and most likely Uttarakhand as well, it's going to be an extremely tight call. And that's why you're seeing this frantic political activity over the past 48 hours or so. Unlike in the past, what we're seeing is the Congress much more proactive, because remember, the Congress has had its hands singed not just in Goa but even in Manipur as well. In both those states which have gone to elections in this cycle, the Congress was the single largest but then ended up not being able to form the government. It was outwitted by the BJP. So to prevent an action replay of that, we've seen the Congress now send its big hitters to Goa, to Uttarakhand, to Manipur, even to Punjab, to try to prevent a repeat of fiasco 2017. Right. That's why P. Chidambaram is there. That's why D.K. Shivkumar is there. But the BJP also is on the move. Pramod Sawant meeting the Prime Minister, going off to meet Devendra Fadnavis, the BJP in charge of Goa in Mumbai, to see if these smaller parties, if the BJP falls short, what are the smaller parties that are likely to come? Because remember, Gargi, all the smaller parties at the moment are allied against the BJP. So who can they break over? What sort of demands will they have? That's what's cooking at the moment.
And how much they would have to give them. Let's just take a look at what Pramod Sawant had to say. He, of course, exuding confidence, saying BJP will win over 20 seats in Goa.
गोवा में 10 तारीख को जो रिजल्ट है उसमें 40 में से मैक्सिमम सीट यानी 20 या 20 से ज्यादा सीट सिर्फ एंड सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिलेंगे। जो सभी एग्जिट पोल दिखा रहे हैं कि सभी के एग्जिट पोल में तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी को ही मेजोरिटी दिखा रहे हैं। एक आधा दूसरा एग्जिट पोल छोड़ के मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि लोग इस बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मेजोरिटी से सीट देंगे और फिर से एक बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार विद द सपोर्ट ऑफ द इंडिपेंडेंस या विद द सपोर्ट ऑफ द रीजनल पार्टी हम वहां पे सरकार बनाएंगे।
So it's interesting there, Gargi, that Pramod Sawant is not saying BJP is getting a clear majority. He's saying we'll form the government with the smaller and independent parties. And remember, Gargi, that the question mark remains, the buzz in Goa is that the question mark remains over Pramod Sawant himself. Will some of these smaller parties like the MGP, who are a pre-poll ally of the Trinamool Congress or others, say, listen, we'll come to you, but that may be only if either Mr. Sawant is replaced or we get to pick our own candidate. That's one of the reasons, Mr. Sawant obviously won't say this in record, but that's one of the reasons why he's on this crisis management yatra 2 days before the results.
Well, Trinamool, it's being speculated, could possibly play kingmaker, getting a few seats there. And let's just take a look at what their national vice president had to say.
Exit polls are exit polls. Let us wait for another day and find out what are the actual results. TMC has come to Goa to stay. And TMC is going to organize. It is just 3 months over. And I'm happy that within 3 months, TMC has taken a vertical jump in the Goan political scenario. Whereas the other parties like Indian National Congress took 20 years to open their account. BJP party took 10 years to open the account. Aam Aadmi Party took 10 years and I don't know whether they will open the account.
All right, Mr. Falero, who just ahead of elections crossed over to the Trinamool from the Congress. But Arvind, tell us, what are you hearing? And Mr. Pramod Sawant here to meet with the Prime Minister and consult ahead of the results.
Yeah, Gargi, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant is already in Delhi. He is scheduled to meet central BJP leaders, and what we are being told is that central BJP leadership is already in touch with MGP. If at all, if there is a need for a few more seats for BJP to form the government in Goa, that's why all the steps, all the BJP is already in action in order to get the support of MGP, if at all, if there is any need. But like you mentioned, Pramod Sawant, while speaking to media, he already said that he is confident that BJP will be getting getting a comfortable majority in Goa. But what we are hearing is that the BJP itself per se is not very confident when it comes to Goa, and that's why they are already in touch with MGP if at all if there is any need. That's come to BJP. On the other hand side, even Congress is also ensuring that there is no repeat of 2017. Like Vasu mentioned, in 2017 Congress was the single largest party in Goa, but despite being the single largest party, BJP managed to stitch a coalition and then form the government in Goa, and that's why the Congress party is not taking any risk at this particular time. Like Vasu was explaining, P. Chidambaram, the former Union Home Minister and also the senior leader of Congress party, is already camping in Goa in order to take stock of the situation. And what we are also being told is that D.K. Shivakumar has also been deputed to Goa in order to ensure that the flock remains intact, and also if there is any need, if there should be any talks with any of the allies or other parties, other non-BJP parties, and that in that case the leaders that can take a final call. That's why D.K. Shivakumar is also being sent to Goa. And what we are also being told is that after the counting, the moment the results started coming in, the Congress party is actually planning to shift the probable MLAs of Goa, of Congress Goa, and also its allies to Maharashtra. That's what our sources are saying, that not just in Goa, similar steps are being taken in Uttarakhand also by the Congress party.
Right. Also, now I'm told more breaking news. We've got the BJP State President Gargi with us, Sadanand Tanavade, BJP Goa State President. Sadanandji, thank you very much indeed. Now tell us, Sadanandji, BJP keeps saying confident of forming the government, but Pramod Sawant is here to meet the Prime Minister, then he's going to Mumbai. Is the BJP nervous? Is it trying to put the numbers together?
I am 100% sure. You wait till 10th because this is only the big see. Goa is very small state and a constituency average voters are average between 25,000 to 30,000. So ये जो सैंपल में जो कुछ एग्जिट पोल आता है वो बराबर नहीं है. I am very much confident BJP will get absolute majority and BJP will form the government in Goa on 10th.
So why is Mr. Pramod Sawant, why is CM in Delhi to meet PM?
No, it was a उनका जो अपॉइंटमेंट था इसके लिए प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अरे हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, मिलना चाहिए. प्राइम मिनिस्टर को मिलने के कहे, प्रॉब्लम क्या है उसमें?
अगर आपका नहीं, क्योंकि प्रमोद जी ने मिलने के बाद ये बोला कि बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट छोटे पार्टियों और इंडिपेंडेंस के साथ बनाएगी, तो मतलब ये मान रहे हैं कि छोटे पार्टियों और इंडिपेंडेंस का सपोर्ट चाहिए. तो अभी तक आप थोड़ा आइडिया दे सकते हैं कौन सा पार्टी से आपने कांटेक्ट किया?
अब वो देखो कि पहले 10 तारीख का निकाल तो आने दो. ये जो कांग्रेस कर रही है वो मेरे ख्याल से अननेसेसरली कंफ्यूजन कर रही है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी इज गोइंग टू फॉर्म गवर्नमेंट इन गोवा एंड बीजेपी 100% विल विथ एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी इन गोवा. और हमारे साथ जो इंडिपेंडेंट है वो भी हमारे साथ आएंगे. प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वो छोटी पार्टी
सदानंद जी
सबको साथ लेके सरकार करनी चाहिए, वो हो जाएगी.
ओके, बट ये जो कहा जा रहा है कि ये कुछ छोटी पार्टी हैं या जैसे एमजीपी वगैरह हैं, ऐसा बज़ चल रहा है कि वो कह रही हैं हम बीजेपी के साथ आ सकते हैं लेकिन प्रमोद सावंत को सीएम शायद नहीं रहना होगा.
10 तारीख का काउंटिंग होने दो. काउंटिंग होने के बाद हम आपको सब डिटेल में दे देंगे.
ओके, काउंटिंग होने के बाद सब डिटेल दे देंगे. ठीक.
अभी ये कोई कांग्रेस से मैंने आज ही पढ़ा है कि वो सब कैंडिडेट को इकट्ठा रखा है. ये क्या है? अभी तो मालूम ही नहीं कौन जीतेगा कौन हारेगा. ये क्या है?
नहीं. अरे सदानंद जी वो क्यों कर रहे हैं वो सबको पता है ना. लास्ट टाइम क्या हुआ था? लास्ट टाइम क्या उसी को प्रिवेंट करने के लिए?
भाई साहब देखो, लास्ट टाइम भी कांग्रेस का कोई आया था क्या हमारे? वो बाद में आ गए ना 2019 में. 17 में किसी और देखो, अगर जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का अगर कोई होता है कांग्रेस का तो हम उनको उठा के कैसे लेके जाएंगे? अरे कोई इंडिपेंडेंट है, छोटी पार्टी का है तो मैं समझ सकता हूँ कि दे विल सी कि कौन सी पार्टी को अगर सरकार बनाए तो उनका अच्छा रहेगा, डेवलपमेंट अच्छा रहेगा. ये वो सोच के करेंगे. क्योंकि अभी तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी का केंद्र में सरकार है. हमारे पंतप्रधान नरेंद्र मोदी जी ये पूरे देश में अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, सबको मालूम है. तो छोटी पार्टियां वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ ही रहेंगे ना, तो उसके साथ क्यों जाएंगी?
वो नहीं, इसीलिए सदानंद जी इसीलिए नहीं सदानंद जी इसीलिए सवाल उठ रहा है क्योंकि सारी छोटियां पार्टियां आपके अगेंस्ट लड़ रही है ना.
ये देखो भाई साहब, अगर कोई भी अगेंस्ट लड़ा हो तो इलेक्शन के बाद अगर गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करने के लिए एब्सोल्यूट मेजोरिटी आने के बाद भी अगर कोई आ गया तो उनको लेना चाहिए साथ में। उनको भी गोवा में इंटरेस्ट है ना, गोवा का अच्छा होने का, तो उसमें बुराई क्या है? सबको साथ लेके करेंगे सरकार। हम तो ये कांग्रेस के चिदम्बरम जी आके बैठे, मीटिंग ले रहे, क्या करे, करने दो ना सबको। 10 तारीख के बाद देखेंगे।
ओके, 10 तारीख के बाद
क्या है? 10 तारीख को 12 बजे तक पूरा, क्योंकि फर्स्ट टाइम गोवा में 40 कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी का एक साथी निकल आएगा। 40 ही कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी साथ में काउंट कर रहे हैं।
ओके,
तो एक 12:30 बजे तक हो जाएगा पूरा, कौन जीतेगा कौन हारेगा।
ठीक है,
बट वी आर वेरी मच कॉन्फिडेंट है कि हम,
यू आर वेरी मच कॉन्फिडेंट।